Well, hello, Stampers. It's the Pampered Stamper, and I was in the wrong screen. So happy Wednesday to you. It's time for stamping through my stash. And why do we stamp through our stash? Two reasons. Stampin' Up! Has a 3-month warranty or guarantee on their products, except for the die cutting machine. I believe it's 3 years. But generally speaking, for everything else, it's 3 months. So when your stuff comes in, you want to make sure that it's all working fine, that the stamp clearly, that the dies cut sharply. And if there's a problem, then you can call your demonstrator or Stampin' Up! And they will replace your items. The second reason is that it jump starts your creativity. You are going to remember why you fell in love with the stamp set, and you're going to be more likely to use it. So stamp all the images, do all the die cutting and punching, and even if you don't use it right away to make a card, you can save it for later. Put it in a little baggie inside your case, and you will be in for a nice surprise the next time you grab it. So that's what I do, and I have found it to be super helpful. When I forget to ink up a stamp right away, I forget to use it, and then I'm really sad because then I don't get much use out of it. So that is my tip. Now, I am so sorry if those first few minutes were not loud enough. I forgot to change the volume on my laptop. I was listening to a training yesterday, so then there were other people in the house, so I turned the volume down and I forgot to turn it up. Anyhow, let's have a look see. And we are going to be using thoughtful expressions. And when I opened up, I mean, you know what's in the stamp set, so that was great. But then I looked at the matching dies, and here they are all in a jumbled mess. And let me lay them out for you because the dies surprised me so much. Even though it says right in the catalog, let's see, there's just so many. And you know what? I don't even want to lay them like that. I'm just going to spread them out because I was just so impressed. So there's 4 of that shape. I'll move them out of the way over here. And then there's this great big label, like so. And there are 6 of those. So you can layer them or you can use them singly. I think they would look nice layered over a circle. So there's 9 dies right there. 4 and 6. Oh, that's 10. I can count, I promise. Then there's this pretty little flower. There is this leaf. Put that in here. And another leaf. And these little flowers. And these little flowers you will find back in some of our celebration paper. Another leaf. Then we have the hummingbird die. And we have some of the ones that cut out the stamps. Oh, you can't even see that one. And here's another one. Here's the big one. Okay, so there's a lot of dies here. It tells me, I think, there are 19 dies in this Thoughtful Expressions dies. So the dies also cut out this one, this one, this one, and the hummingbird. So are we ready to stamp them all up? Oh, I want to move them all aside. Okay. I'm waiting for my magnetic sheets to come in because I don't like placing them back on this. It's really strong tape, but that's too much work. I'll put them in there for now. There. But you don't want to lose your dies. That's just a no-no. They're too expensive for that. Okay. So I've put the hummingbird on my Stamparatus. I still have, I think, 5 Stamparatuses if you don't have one. So I'm just going to lay this in here, and then I'm going to ink up my stamp. And this baby colors beautifully with blends. So here we have it. I can make him a little bit darker. Here we go. And yes, I cut my finger chopping bacon. No, I was slicing a bagel. Yeah. So here's the hummingbird. I love the hummingbird. And now we're going to just, I've got a big block, and I'm going to put all the images on here at the same time. I love this efficiency. Ink it up. I haven't had time to trim my stamps yet. I usually like to trim them so that I don't get lines. Here. Oh, I went too close to the edge. Oh, not bad. Okay, so they're really pretty. I don't know what I did with my cleaner, so I'm just taking these off the block without cleaning. Very bad idea. And now I'm hoping that I can get all 4 of these on here at the same time. Oh yeah, no problem. The font on this is really nice. You're going to see it in a minute. Here we go. I hope you guys are having a good day. The sun is shining here. Usually when it's cold weather, we get sunny weather. We have a nice layer of snow here in Chatham, which is also not that common. So it's really nice. Oh, look at that. I did one upside down. Oh, well. I'll change it in a minute. You're in my thoughts today. It is kind of an upside down day. Oh my goodness. I had a bingo class this morning, which was so much fun. But everybody was involved in helping me find some paper that I had misplaced. And Yvonne found it. So that was really sweet. And just takes a village sometimes with the pampered stamper. So there you go. Enjoy your day. You're in my thoughts today. Where in the world would I be without you? And sometimes there are no words, which is really lovely for a sympathy card. So that's nice. Now here is a card that I made, and I'm going to change it up. I regretted coloring in the one flower. I think it would have been nicer without that. And then, let me just show you what this looks like. This is the envelope. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that lovely? That's the envelope. And then this is the card that comes with it. And it is, you fold it in half, and then you have a nice side on both sides. But it's not a super heavy card. And, you know, with Stampin' Up's cardstock, we get a little bit spoiled. We like a nice sturdy card. So I thought I can do 2. I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, but I love birds, so I don't want to kill them. I can meet 2 objectives with this thing. I'm going to cut this in half. I'm not actually going to do it because I want to show this to my bingo people tonight. And after I've cut it in half, I trim off 1/4 of an inch on both sides, and then I'm left with a smaller card front. And then look at this. It is going to go on a very vanilla card, and then you have this lovely little edge. And I think it looks so much nicer to have that border. It just makes it nicer. We'll finish this card, and then I'll put them side by side, and you can tell me which one you like better. So, oh, I was going to show you the die cuts. I actually die cut because I can show you dies, but when you do that, it doesn't look the same as actually seeing the die cut, and that's why you want to stamp and die cut through your stash. Okay, it really does make a difference. And now when you do this, you want to make sure your flowers are not upside down. So we're just going to slide this into place. Oh, well, that's not bad. There. So you can see I'm using the glass mat, and here is the silicone thing that comes with it. And someone this morning saw it, and it is heavy. This is a heavy-duty tool. It's wonderful. I have misplaced my chamois. There's a nice big gray chamois cloth that comes with, and that cleans this. So I love this tool. It is a great stamping tool. I think I'll do a blog post too with 10 great reasons for this tool. But you can stamp right on it. You can stamp off. You can put your ink refills and use it as a palette. It's just amazing. Okay, we're going to color in our hummingbird. So I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this. And I'm going to use the color, let's see, Poppy Parade for his throat. Okay, and here we go. And actually, this is such a small area, I should use the fine tip instead of the brush. Hummingbirds are such a beautiful creature. So I'm doing that, and then I'm going to take the light tip and just do this little bit in here. And I'm going to go a little bit into his chest. And then his head, I'm going to use, this is dark lemon lime twist. And this is light parakeet party. I cannot find my dark parakeet party. It's driving me crazy, but once I let the grandkids use my blends, and I'm thinking this is buried somewhere in the toy room. So I'm going to use this one on top just for a lighter burst of color. Isn't that just beautiful together? And then I'm taking the dark lemon lime twist, and we're going to go like so. And I'm kind of looking a little bit at the piece of the one that I have there. And I'm also going to add in a little bit of, let's see, that's granny apple green. I'm playing around, light granny apple green, light green. I was hoping to use an old olive. I have an old olive light. Okay, perfect. I just want to have a few different shades of green. It just gives it a little bit more lifelike tones. And then in the wing, I'm going to go with light granny apple. Yeah. Let's see how that. Oh, and you know what? My granny apple green has seen better days. You want to keep a good eye on your blends to make sure that they stay in good shape. When they start getting light, then re-ink them. I have a video for that. If you want the link for that, please let me know. And here's a dark granny apple green. See, this one too, it's getting too soft, and maybe it's too late. You don't want your tips to get spongy. Once they do, then it's too late to re-ink them. All right, and now we're going to go with the light crumb cake in here. Just a little bit in there. And we can add a little bit in with the greens. That's okay too. And then on the wing. And so you could add afterwards, you could add a little wink of Stella too. See, so, and I'm going to add a little bit of dark crumb cake as well. Just a little bit in here. You can do whatever you want as far as blending your colors. There's rules, but rules are meant to be broken. Just do what feels good and play. It's important to let yourself play. There. That looks great. I'm happy with my hummingbird. And I'm going to put my hummingbird and just, he can be anywhere, but I want him coming in at the flower. This flower is a bit too far off. He doesn't have to be going to a big flower. He could be going to a little flower. Or he can just be in flight. We're not going to put him down yet. I'm going to show you the die cut from the stamp set. And then we're going to choose one to put on the card. Okay, so take a look. I have the dies. The sun is streaming in, and that is giving a bit of a shadow. I might have to close the curtains a little bit. So we have the hummingbird, we have the flowers here, and then look. We also have, you can see that these dies are stitched. See? So they're really lovely. And here are the circly ones. See? How pretty is that? So you could layer them nicely in different colors too. It does look really nice. And then they keep going up in size. Here, there's the leaf. And you know what? I'm just going to close the curtains for a minute. That's much better, much better. Here we go. And then look, there's a little leaf. And there's this flower. And then they change, of course, if you punch out all the little openings. And then here's the biggest shape. And then there's the little flowers. The die cuts out 3 at once. There's one missing somewhere. And yeah. So we're going to now use one of these, and I'm not sure, I've got my card here, I'm not sure if I want to use the round shape like so. It is kind of nice. That does make me a little bit happy. Or do I want to use one like this. Okay, we'll stamp on both of them and we'll have a look. It's just a simple card. I just wanted to show you what the hummingbird looked like and that these note cards and the pretty envelopes all coordinate with this set. I was going to show you here. They're called gold foiled flowers cards and envelopes, and they're $13.75 and 10 come in a package. And I would just cut them in half and then you can make 20 cards. And I'm thinking this will be really fun to cut and use as a stencil as well. So that's another option. You could just lay it this way and then sponge over it and you could still use it as an envelope. But that's getting very Dutch of me, isn't it? Okay, let's have a look. So we're just going to take off a couple. I love this. I'm just trying to put it in the middle. Sorry, you guys can't see anything that I'm doing. It's so rude. This is an interesting shape. Okay, that looks correct. Okay. Where in the world would I be without you? You know, and you're thinking, oh, well, who could I send that to? Well, you know what? Everybody needs to feel appreciated. So you can do that. You can give this to your neighbor. You could give this to a boss at work. Oh, that looks really nice. I do love it like this. We're going to compare. I'm liking this card a lot better than my first attempt. Okay, all I need to find is some dimensionals. Okay, dimensionals have been found. So we're going to put just 2 is good. And then we're going to flip this. And did you know that when your cards are simpler, you will send more of them because you will be more likely to let them go and you'll be more likely to get some done. So I'm about simplicity, even though I do like a fancy card once in a while. I'm going to put the hummingbird there. And you know, you could do so much more with these gold colors. You could color them all in. You could really do a lot, but you can also do a little. How pretty is that? I love it. Now I do think I put it on slightly crooked eye. There, let's see. There, I think that's good. And if it's not, that's okay too. So here's my second attempt, and now just look at the difference. This one doesn't have the edge. Now, do you notice how much I think it looks way nicer with the edge? And I also think that the simplicity is nicer. I have too much going on in the card on the left. So although I do think I colored my first bird a little bit nicer, I love how it has a little bit more going on in the chest area. It's too stark here. I've added a little bit of green here. I'm going to fix that. Oh, and you know how you do that? The color lifter. So I'm going to add a little bit of light parakeet party in here. And I'll tell you, my first bird, it was a mistake. See, so I'm adding this, and then watch. I'm taking the white, and I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Blends are such a fun product. Okay, and now I'm just going to go over it with my color lifter and pull it down. And you'll just get a softer look on that green. Just a hint. See how nice that is? It took away some of the green, but not all of it. And you just get a softer look. Okay, last thing. I was talking about using this as a stencil. And we might as well just do it in the inside of the card here. Look at this. I'm just going to lay that, or maybe even the bottom. I was thinking about the white here. I don't want to ruin my card yet. Here, we're going to use our piece of white. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to put this like so. And I was thinking about using, oh, look at this. I'm totally off camera. So bad. Jackie, you forgot you were zoomed in. I'm so glad I saw it. Thank you, Lord. Okay. This is going to be tricky. I was going to do 2 different colors. This reminds me of a hummingbird. So Tahitian Tide. And I'm just going to see if I can do the flowers. And I'm just playing. I have no idea what this is going to look like. And a little bit in here. And then here. And you know what? That's just the fun to play. And I'm thinking now that I shouldn't use yellow, I should use green. And here. But I have the yellow. Oh my word. Okay, I'm going to get green. Okay, we're going to get green. Okay, so I'm going to carefully hold on to my envelope. Move this one. Now I have Granny Apple Green here. And other there. I'm so curious what this is going to look like. So if you like this video, make sure you share with your friends. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel. It's a way to connect. I'm all about community. I think, you know, I was asked in a training thing, what's my word? What's my passion? And I have been thinking about that, and I think it's community. I just think amazing things can happen when you work in community. And I was going to talk about that, about making stamps more affordable, and that you could do it as a community, a creative community leader. And what do I mean by that? If you don't want to do Stampin' Up! As a business, but you love it as a hobby, if you love stamping, then gather some friends, you sign up for the starter kit, and then you stamp with your friends and you share your discount with them. And then you'll easily meet your quarterly minimums, and then your whole community group has a discount. Isn't that an amazing idea? If that resonates with you, please let me know, because I think it's great. It just came to me. I think it's a God thing, and I'm hoping it takes off like wildfire. All right, let's have a look. Are we ready to see? Oh my goodness, how cute is that? I love it. Okay, so here you have another use, and you know what? Look at this. You could even send this away after using it as a stencil, but I think I would just use it like this. It looks pretty cool. And you could, if you wanted to, I'm just going to go like this, because you know how I kind of went over the edge a little bit. You could purposely do a little bit more, but it doesn't have to be perfect, so I don't think we have to. But remember that yellow one? I don't know if there's any yellow on it anymore. There isn't. Just a sec. And maybe I'm going to ruin it by adding the yellow. We're going to find out, okay? Maybe I am going to ruin it. But then you'll see that too, and you'll know what not to do. Okay. Oh, I think I went too far. And you know what I should have done? Another tip for the glass plate, which did I tell you is free if you get a starter kit? You want to go like this and then brush off on here to get rid of some of the yellow so it's not as bright. Okay, are we ready? That looks kind of cool too, doesn't it? It looks like a tablecloth, but I think I like the original better. But I just hope that you had a really nice time today. Here is my card, and here is the Thoughtful Expressions stamp set. I hope that you have a super day. If you are looking for a demonstrator, I would love to be your person. And there's always a warm and welcome place for you on my team, whether it be my Canadian team or the Pampered Stamper Europe. I have a blessed life where I travel between 2 continents. But yeah, I do have to keep up quarterly minimums in Holland too. So it's not like I've won the lottery. Not at all. But I think in life I really have. So anyway, have a super day. I'm so glad you've been here with me. Bye.